Welcome to Spirit Talking. I'm Aboriginal medium Shawn Leonard. And today we're in Elchibuktuk, the Great Harbor, also known as Halifax, Nova Scotia. Are you mad at him at all?
Yes.
Why?
Because he left me.
Is there some reason why I would see you in a patio chair outside?
It's on her back deck, yeah.
Okay, so how often you go out there and sit?
A lot.
She sits there with you. Today, we're talking to Sam, Stacy, and her daughter Keegan as we come together to remember loved ones and reflect on our own healing journeys. How the show started in a live show was I actually came to you right away, like talk about a Mary or Joe or something like this, or Mary and John, right?
Yes.
And then I moved on.
Yes, you did.
And then, throughout the evening, I went and read a whole bunch of people and then eventually come right back to you at the end. It was like you were the last person of the night.
And Shawn kept going and going. And then Shawn come back, he said, I need to speak to these two ladies in the front. In my mind, I had said to him, you better come through, give him a name. And I said, I ain't playing with you anymore.
So I'm assuming you were cursing
I was
maybe
cursing.
in your mind, not at me,
No,
but...
in my mind. And then you said, Harold, with authority. That's the way he liked to pronounce his name. And I went, yes. We have been to mediums before. You were the first one that had connected to him. I don't know if he couldn't come to me because my heart was closed and, it was so hurt.
Right.
But I also think because you are Aboriginal.
Right.
And he came to you for me because of my culture.
I think so too. He spoke of pride of Mi'kmaq culture that you share, right?
Yes.
Maybe I was the right person for him to communicate that energy through, and he's been waiting for that. Was there any stories that resonated with you in a way that wasn't directly related to you, but still you felt connected?
I felt like almost I could relate to the situation, or like I could feel remorse for the person or the story.
So just that you were connecting more on an emotional level to what
Yeah.
maybe they were going through because you were going through something similar.
Yeah. I feel like we were all looking for the same thing, and if we didn't voice it or speak it out loud, it's like our emotions connected to each other.
Right. Even the whole atmosphere of the people that were there, it has an energy of its own. For the scope of the whole entire show that you saw, was there a moment that you had saw or experienced that stands out or that you really remember?
When you specifically told me about a burden that I've been carrying around, about not being there for my mother's actual passing, the moment,
Right.
and you explained to me that my mom was telling you for me to let it go.
Right.
And for me, that specific information that was very impactful because I've been carrying that like an anchor,
Right.
so there was freedom. That was like a release.
So Keegan, at the live show, you would ask me a question to ask your grandfather about if he was disappointed in you because of how you feel like you've changed.
So you being able to communicate with him for me and tell me what he has to say and that he's not, in fact, disappointed and he still loves me the exact same, it definitely took a weight off my shoulders that I have been carrying since his passing.
I'm happy that I was part of that experience. People like to think that what I do is a gift. I like to say that I know a language. I'm a good translator. But the real gift is being connected to you and your people and being part of that connection that reunites you for those moments to help you heal. That's the gift in this work. Thank you for allowing me to connect to you and your people. So
Thank you, Shawn.
I'm going to say Wilalio, Apta Malta Sem Sit Nogamo. So.